Welcome back. Today is lesson number 4. We are zipping through these like crazy. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? I know last week wasn't an easy exercise to do. Today's exercise is so much easier. It's called opening to new possibilities. You know, when we lose our power or in relationships that are just not working for us, but we still are in it, we don't really do the things we enjoy doing. We don't really make a life for ourselves. And we're hurting so much, and we are just depending on other people for different things. And most of the time, we do what they enjoy doing because we are afraid to just speak up. But once you take your power back, things change, obviously. You want things to change once you are in your power. So today is opening to new possibilities. Imagine what you could accomplish, what you could start doing. After the pain is gone, you've forgiven people, and you've forgiven yourself, most importantly. Because many times we forget to forgive ourselves. So have you forgiven yourself last week? Maybe I should have talked about that last week. So forgiveness goes for others as well as for you. If there was anything that you've done to hurt yourself, write that down too and forgive yourself. But this week is all about a new life. Because yes, you can create a new life for yourself. And it just is amazing. Absolutely wonderful what you can create for yourself once you decide. You make a decision to change things. You live outside your comfort zone. I can't remember who said this before, but well, actually, the first time I ever heard it was from my first publisher. And he said, on the other side of fear is everything you dream of. I'm sure he's not the originator of that saying. There's nothing new under the sun. But yeah, once you take your power back, doors open for you because you're letting it happen. You have a different kind of energy about you. And it is just so wonderful. So the first question of the week is, what do you like to do? Have you ever thought of the things you like to do? Maybe you've been so busy taking care of your spouse, your boyfriend, maybe your children, and you've forgotten what you enjoy doing. You've been so preoccupied with your troubles, how to get out of a particular situation that wasn't healthy for you, that you've stopped all hobbies. So write that down. What do you like to do? Maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago you enjoyed bike riding and you haven't done it for so long. I remember for myself, it was like, the last time I went bicycling or biking was, I was about 11 years old. And it wasn't until I was like 42 that I jumped on a bike. And it was just so much, like so freeing to be able to ride that bike all over again. So what do you like to do? Write everything that you can think of. It could be as simple as going for a walk by the water or in the forest, going for a hike, sipping that hot cup of coffee. I know I love my coffee. Love my coffee. Especially that new stuff I put in it now. It's all about coconut oil and MCT oil. Anyway, it's bulletproof coffee. Different subject for a different day. Yeah, so what do you like to do? And then, what would you like to do? Is there anything that you see on, I don't know, on YouTube or on television, or going out and you say, oh, I'd like to do that one day. Maybe it's going to a movie by yourself you've never done before. Maybe it's going out for dinner at a particular restaurant with brand new food you've never had before. Maybe it's just, I don't know, picking up the phone and asking a man on a date. Not yet. We need to take your power back first, ladies. What would you like to do? What's on your bucket list? Write all of that down. So many people I know, they're like 75, and yes, I know lots of people that age. And they are just living in the box, right? It's just like, well, this is a box here, kind of, right? They are just like living in this little box, and there's nothing in here. There's not much in here. Try living outside this box that you put yourself in, because we're the ones responsible to get out of that box. We put ourselves in, and we can take ourselves out of that box. So what is on your bucket list? It could be as simple or as complicated. Just write everything down. Remember, it's called opening to new possibilities. And once you're open to a new way of living, things start happening in your life. People you never thought would enter your life actually come in. Different opportunities for so many different things can happen. It is just so magical. Number 3 is, what activities have I always wanted to try? What if you've always wanted to learn how to ski, but you were too afraid, so you always put it aside? Take a chance. Take a chance on some things you're afraid of. It might be the best thing ever for you. If you want to write a book, start writing. Who knows what that could lead to? Number 4, what is preventing you from doing these activities? All the activities you've listed in number 1, number 2, number 3. What is preventing you now from doing them? Maybe in the past, you weren't allowed to do certain things. Maybe you were with a partner who did not like you to go out with your girlfriends, for example. But now you've taken your power back. Maybe now you're on your own. And now you can do these things. So take a look at everything that is on that list and figure out, okay, why am I not doing it? Is it lack of money? Is it just because you're afraid of doing it on your own? You don't have anybody to do it with? Might be afraid of what other people might think. Write your reasons down. And then number 5 is, what first step can you take towards actually doing these activities? We're all different. You must know that. We're all different. We all have different styles and different tastes, different personalities. And when we don't express ourselves, let's say your particular personality and style is you're an artist, right? You love painting. And you don't do it. Well, your soul is craving for it. It needs to paint. And if you're not painting, it's not going to be good for you. It needs to be painted. Your soul needs to paint in order to be happy and satisfied. When we start doing the things we enjoy doing, and we only surround ourselves with the things we actually love doing, more wonderful things keep happening to us. And people ask me all the time, well, Lise, where do you find great guys? Where do you find all your great people? Well, first of all, I've taken my power back years ago, and I only do things that I really enjoy doing. And because I do things I really enjoy doing, I am happy. And because I'm happy, there's this energy that comes out of my pores, myself. People feel other people's energy before they even see you. When you walk into a room, others sense that energy. Have you ever wondered why, certain people, they walk into a room and they don't have to be the most gorgeous person or the most handsome man or anything like that. No, they just have this thing about them, right? This energy about them, and everybody turns around. And people are drawn to these people. They want to be with them. They're so charismatic, and they're just like, they just have the swagger about them. This is why they enjoy being who they are and what they do, and other people can sense that. And the same thing will happen to you. You don't need to be the most attractive woman, but the most attractive guy. It's just an energy. And once you take your power back and you start doing, enjoying yourself and just experimenting new things and loving what you do and having a passion, things just explode. Things just appear in your life that you would think would never be possible before. But you have to be open to it. I meet great people everywhere. I'm at a coffee shop. People start talking to me. Why? Because I don't have these walls around my heart. And it doesn't mean it's, it's going to go like, it's going to become my boyfriend or anything like that. They're just great people. This energy you have, whether it's positive or negative, it's going to affect the people around you. So when you are happy and confident and just loving your life, doesn't mean your life is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect, right? I mean, what is perfection? But the energy of somebody who is positive, who exudes confidence and love and all the good things, that attracts other people. It's a magnet for other great people. Have you ever heard of misery loves company? If you're miserable all the time, you're going to get more miserable people in your life. I used to have friends like that. No, not anymore. None of my friends are miserable. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. It means you're going to kiss a fool. I'll kiss my cat. No, just kidding. Sorry. Yes, so the energy you have about you determines what kind of people will be in your life. So once you take your power back, once you're in control of who you are and how you want your life to be, you're going to feel so much different. You're not going to stay in bed, mope around, become a couch potato. You'll want to do wonderful things. You'll want to go out there and meet people and maybe develop some goals that you never had before. Maybe you'll want to help other people in similar situation as you. Life is full of possibilities. You just have to be open to it. You can create a life that you want. Just imagine how you want your life. How do you want to live? What kind of relationship do you want? I'm not just talking about a romantic relationship. Start really thinking about the things you enjoy doing and just do them. You're going to feel so much happier. You're going to feel more passion. You'll want to get up in the morning. And if there are things you don't want to do, well, just don't do them. If you feel you're forced doing by doing something, somebody is forcing you to do certain thing, well, just say no. Remember we talked about boundaries before. Let's say somebody wants to go out drinking and you've decided, no, you're not going to stop. You're going to stop drinking. You just say, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to go out drinking anymore because I want to take care of my health. But I've started to play golf. Do you want to come play golf? These are just examples, but you know what I'm trying to say. Start playing with the things that can be a wonderful thing for you to do. There's meetup groups, right? There's all kinds of activity groups these days. You go on meetup.com, for example, and you punch in knitting, or I don't knit, by the way, but golf or hiking, brunch, movies, darts, whatever it is, playing pool. And then you meet other people that enjoy doing the same things, and who knows what can happen from there. There's so many ways to meet new people. Just start doing the things you enjoy doing. If you put in more enjoyable activities in your life, and you start really appreciating the life that you do have, and you realize that you have the power to change things. Once you realize all of that, life becomes so amazing. 10 years ago, who knew I would have been doing all the things I'm doing now? But you know what? I didn't even know what I wanted to do before. The only thing I said to people is, I only know how to do two things. I was good at my day job, which I was a paralegal, good paralegal, and I know how to make love. Really? That's what I used to say to people. I had not learned how to ski. I had not biked for so long. Did not go dancing. I love dancing. I'm not talking about night clubbing here. I'm talking about dancing. I just love dancing. Salsa dancing, jazz. I love the arts. I started incorporating all the good stuff I love to do. And a lot of things I was doing it by myself. Like I would go to the Vancouver Playhouse by myself. I would go see a movie by myself. I was not willing to just wait for a person or until I had a companion to do things with. I started traveling on my own. I went to Europe on my own. Went to Mexico on my own. Went to places in the States on my own. I just did wonderful things all by my little self. What do you want to do? Because life is just, it has millions of possibilities. You just have to be ready for it. Be open. Get ready. Because your life can be as you picture it. But you have to picture it first. Vision boards are so popular these days. Why? Because they do work. They absolutely work. Make a vision for your life. I tell that to all my clients. Have a vision of what you want your life to be. Whether it's your career, your love life, your health, your future goals. Write it down and then put pictures on it. And many of these things will come to pass. Of course, you can't just imagine it and then don't do anything about it. That's just wishful thinking. So, we've covered a lot today, all about the things you want to do. And I know maybe in the past you haven't had the opportunity to do the things you want to do because maybe you were too sad to do anything. Maybe you couldn't do anything. But now start taking a little step every day. Get out of your comfort zone and just watch life happening. Well, life is going to happen no matter what, right? So why not decide what you want to live like? So incorporate as many wonderful activities in your life as possible that you would enjoy doing. And you'll see the level of your happiness will just increase. And the quality people that you're going to meet in your life will also increase. Do the things you love. So that's it for today. And as always, if you have any questions, and I hope you've been doing your homework, please, please, please do your homework and send them to me. Because if you do all your homework, at the end of this mini course, I'm going to have a wonderful surprise for you. But you need to do your homework and submit them to me. Okay? So I look forward to, well, I can't see you, but I look forward to sending you the next video. Until next time.